How about this beard that I'm growing? The thing is that I can grow a beard super fast. I just choose to shave because I just look better clean shaven. So what if I told you within the last couple days, one new listing? What? New buyer. I'm going to be meeting with a buyer in Noblesville tomorrow at noon. Yesterday was actually very interesting. So I met up with a buyer of mine. His name's Michael. And after the pre-approval process, my lender ended up telling me that him and his wife are actually needing to sell their home before they can buy, which is what you would call a home sale contingency. Well, they don't have an agent to help them sell their home. So I'm meeting with them on Monday, and this isn't technically a typical listing appointment. I already have them locked in as a client, but I'm going to explain to them, or I'm going to communicate to them about pricing, and then I'm also going to be talking to them about my strategy to help them get their whole home sold. So that will be very important as far as that goes. And look, I've gotten a lot of help from other colleagues of mine in the office as far as gathering leads and stuff like that goes, but it's a good way to feel this sense of imposter syndrome. Like, I'm just being given this stuff and it's not really something of my own work. I need to stop thinking about it like that, because all of this is because I've proven that I am tough on grit and I'm a very hard worker at what I do. But we know this already, right? So that's something I feel like I should always keep on the top of my mind when this stuff happens. And let's say worst case scenario, I did get my first listing by myself. So this beginning of my career, if we're talking about from August to December of 2026, this has been so much more successful than I thought I would be. Truthfully, this has been so much more successful, and it's only going to go up from here. But you know what? Whenever you watch those movies and the cliche happens where maybe the hero or the protagonist won the battle, but then they bleed out at the end and die after the fight, that's kind of how I feel. Because although I've been getting business and signing contracts, I have 6 contracts signed right now. Well, technically 5 if you're not counting the other one that's out for signing, but that's beside the point. I have all these clients, but my financial situation is so extremely dire. So I ended up getting a credit card, which is great. I got a really good deal with it too. That credit card is going to be very useful for me as far as quick leverage goes. Now, of course, you want to be careful. You don't want to spend more than 30% on your credit card. You want to buy that down as quick as possible, because having tough credit makes your life significantly more difficult. So if I can make sure that my credit's in good standing and I'm making my payments on time, aka part-time job, I'll be fine. I saw this one guy comment something about a warehouse job. The thing is I would take that if it were like in the evening to later at night, not necessarily like 2, 3, 4 a.m. And it's also not 8 hours, right? So I would follow up with that if that was an option. But got to do what you got to do to make money, right? That's all we got to say here. So let's talk about this new listing I got, because it's around the 200 range, like the other one is, the one that I'm selling right now. So both homes aren't super expensive, which is okay. But this one in particular is going to be something of my own work, since I got this listing in Fortville co-listed with Kevin. And so this one, I'm not sure how that's going to look. But it seems to me like he's delegating a lot of this stuff to me. So it'll be a very interesting experience. The home was built in 1987. It's another 3-bed, 1-bath, which is rough, because if you're going to have 3 bedrooms, you would like to have 2 bathrooms. But some homes don't. But in exchange, you get a more of a backyard space, and you do get a 2-car garage that's attached. So it's a lot like my listing in Fortville, except it's 100 years newer. because my Fortville listing was literally built in the 1880s. Yeah, 1880s. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. And then we got another buyer. So this has been an incredible journey. I just need to make sure that I move all this stuff out, because I need to move out by Sunday. Like, today's Friday night. I need to be out by like Monday morning. So I got to move my bed. I got to move everything. I got some stuff moved out a little bit, but we're probably going to have a hefty day tomorrow as far as moving stuff. And then Big Ten championship games tomorrow. Indiana versus Ohio State. 1 versus 2 seed. Who's going to win the Big Ten? Rooting for my Hoosiers to win. Hoosiers. Definitely betting on them to win. Although Ohio State's also a really great team. They have a very, very stout defense, very fast and very agile offense. So we'll see how well IU fares against, Ohio State, winning the series in consecutive seasons since 1988. So that'll be interesting for sure. But even though football weekend is among us, I think it's also important to understand that when you're in a business like me, this has to be the thing you're focusing on at all times. So what's the plan tomorrow? Plan tomorrow is to do the showing, and then I'm moving everything out. That's going to be the rest of my plans. Obviously watch football, but I want to get almost everything out of here by Monday. And then by Sunday I want to be sure to do deep cleaning of this place. And I'm still on the fence about hosting an open house. I might do it on Sunday for my listing. It wouldn't hurt to do it, but again, it's a far drive and I have to move out. So maybe I can ask another agent to host it for me. You never know. Listing is going to go live tomorrow, so that's going to be huge. And I have the buyer's agency agreement for my buyer tomorrow for her to sign. So it's going to be a really great weekend. And yeah, I'm learning new things as time goes on, okay? So I'm eventually going to be learning a lot about the inspection process, closing, everything like that, the marketing of your listing, which I definitely need to start doing. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't know if I was going to make a video tonight. It's kind of late. I'm tired. I got some stuff out of here, but we definitely need more work to do. But we'll have the whole day tomorrow to do it. I'm not going to be in the office or anything like that. So I moved my open house signs in the office, so we should be good there. All right, guys. I think I'm going to make a video. I don't know if I'm going to make a video until Monday. Only because Sunday I should have everything back, including my bed. But if not, then we'll just have to see how it goes, honestly. I'm definitely going to need help moving that and then moving my computer desk. But I'll have to call. Maybe I can call my property manager and see if I can extend that. So, yeah, guys, that's it. I will see you guys probably on Monday, if not Sunday. And we'll know who wins between Indiana and Ohio State. All right, guys. I'll see you guys on next video. Awkward.